Hi! Welcome! Oh, we got it right on. Welcome to Abernathy's After Hours. I'm Becca.
I'm Red.
And this is a podcast.
Of us.
Yeah, in our store.
And other things we like.
Yes!
How was your day today?
It was really, really good. Myself and Melina and Jenna Sue, and we were accompanied by my son Joe, went to an estate sale, Doodad's estate sale. And I got some hanging plants for a Tiki Cove.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, more plants. I went on Friday and got some, and now I got more.
Sorry about my yelling child.
How's your day?
It's good. I did Miranda's hair for her little family photo shoot today. And Knox got to play with Victor, so it was really nice. And
Good day.
I've been in my jammies all day. So.
It's the best.
Yeah, I'm like, Sundays are for jammies.
I was getting ready to tell you that the one thing I've been watching, I have expanded my portfolio of things I watch on Netflix twice. Well, I watch twice as many things now. I watch Gilmore Girls, and I also started watching Billy on the Street. Have you ever watched it?
I don't know what that is.
It is, oh man, I can't remember what his name is.
Billy Eichner.
Billy Eichner. Yes, he's hilarious. I think that Billy on the Street was a segment of a late night show. I can't remember which one, but he just runs up to people and like accosts them. And he, like, the one episode that I watched was he was going around with John Hamm, who plays Don Draper from Mad Men.
Do you know? I think Mo
Met John Hamm.
him.
Yeah, she's told that story a million times.
Well, it's important for people to know that.
Mo Carter met John Hamm because they're both from St. Louis. Yeah.
At like a wedding, though.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a good-looking fella.
He is beautiful.
Yeah.
So on Billy on the Street, he just runs up to people and he's like, "Ma'am, for $1, would you have a three-way with me and John Hamm?" And then John Hamm's just like on like
I saw one of those with Paul Rudd.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and my answer is yes. That
Did he ask people if they want to have a three-way?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But I think someone was like, "Would you go on a date with Paul Rudd?" And someone was like, "Who is that?" And Paul Rudd's like, "Me.
I'm right here."
Yeah.
There was another one that I watched. So he was like, "Ma'am, who's funnier, me or Seth Rogen?" And the lady was like, "Oh, for sure you. You're hilarious. You're like the funniest person." And he was like, "So you don't like Seth Rogen at all?" She's like, "Oh no, he's not funny. I don't understand why people think he's funny." And Seth Rogen's holding a camera and he like takes it down and they're like, "Well, he's right here."
Oh shit. Joe doesn't like Seth Rogen.
Oh, okay.
I think he's hilarious. I never get to watch any Seth Rogen movies.
Oh, well, we can
on
have
family time.
Okay. You have to do that shit on your own.
Yeah, and so that's never.
So I think that wouldn't it be funny if we did Suzanne on the Street?
Oh. Yes, but I'm not responsible for any of it.
There has to be a lot of waivers involved.
All of them. That would be pretty. She practically does that already. I mean, she yells from her megaphone, from her tiny Corvette.
Well, we were kind of
convertible.
Matt and I literally had the same exact conversation. He's like, "You guys get in the Corvette, convertible, and Suzanne just yells at people from her megaphone, and we'll record it."
Seems like a normal summer day. Just with us. That would be pretty great. Yeah. I'm for it. I'm nervous, but I'm for it.
Yeah. So, what is going on for new shit?
New shit. What did we get?
You said there was specifically something you wanted to talk about for new shit.
Yeah, literally a day ago.
Yeah.
We got and we have curated little packages, so you can get on our website or you can come in store. It's like for different types of people in your life, so you don't have to think of what you want to get them because sometimes it's hard. But you can come in, and if you have this person that likes to do self-care in the bath or the like skincare treatments and that kind of,
or maybe
a package for them.
You know somebody who like has had a tough year and needs a little self-love,
right? Yeah. Like kind of force that on them because they need it so much.
There's like a pinup girl one.
Mm-hmm.
We did like a stoner girl one. What else? There's one for men, like
Abernathy's fan flare.
Oh yeah, there's
that
an
one's
Abernathy's
killer
package.
That one by far I think has the most stuff in it.
Yeah,
but yeah, and they're all at a slightly discounted rate. So like normally you'd buy everything separately and it'd cost you more, but now we've discounted it so that you can get the whole package. And it comes with gift wrap.
We included gift packaging. So we're very anxious to wrap presents. If you want us to gift wrap something, let us know. You could bring in things that weren't even from Abernathy.
Gift wrap it.
We'll probably do it.
Yeah. Try us.
Yeah. What else is new?
I feel like, I don't know. Not that
We
much.
got new prints from Glenn Lowry.
Yeah, he did a mushroom one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cute.
His prints on the website have been selling like crazy. So if you are wanting a cool piece of art to give to somebody as a gift, do not wait, because they have been selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Same goes for Death Stitch.
Yes. Death Stitch. I told him, I was like, dude, you better be pumping out those peewees. Because Pee-wee does not last. I mean, we got Large Marge, and the Large Marge before were gone.
The Pee-wee's bicycle.
The bicycle's gone. Like, people are like, hold the Pee-wee! Can't keep them in stock.
Yeah, the Death Stitch flannels are super cool. And he dropped off 4 on Thursday, and they were gone by Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
Yeah. I think that's it for new shit right now.
I think so. Just wait a couple minutes, though. There'll be more.
Yeah, we order a lot. You want to get into some meat and potatoes?
Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast.
Meat and potatoes.
We're really proud that we have segment names now.
We're getting this.
We were going to talk about Christmas and Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very different for everybody.
Yeah. Number one Christmas tradition. We're here at Red's house, and it's a couple of weeks. We have less than a couple of weeks till Christmas, and she's got gifts under the tree.
I wrapped him at midnight.
Yeah.
Last night before the kid went to bed.
I'm kind of like, I don't know what it is. I have this weird thing where, like, I will not put a gift under the tree until, like, Christmas Eve.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if my parents did it or where it came from, but I'm like, I won't put out a gift until Christmas Day. Even if they're for people that, like, I probably won't see on Christmas Day.
That's a weird thing that I
just
never
want
thought about.
that idea of, like, coming down the stairs and there was nothing there before, and then you come down and it's just like everywhere, or just like lots of presents that kind of feel like they came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I like looking at presents.
yeah,
I do like wrapping presents, so maybe I just want to look at what I did. I don't know. My parents always had gifts. Like, they had gifts from them, and then they always had gifts from, like, the dogs.
from the dogs.
Yeah. But then Santa would bring gifts too. So it would be like a little mound of presents, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it's like the whole room is,
Yeah. What was the, like, as far as your memories of gifts that you've received, what do you think is your best memory of a gift?
I tried to ask my mom this the other day because I was trying to, like, prepare for today, and I couldn't think of anything.
Oh.
But I know that I had asked so badly for a snowboard, and they got me one. And I, like, stood there in my little pajamas that I think were polar bear pants.
Okay,
Like
that you were wearing
last
polar bear pants last time we
And I was
recorded.
in like my little polar bear outfit, and I was holding this snowboard. So that was probably, like, the biggest, coolest thing.
I think I also asked for a snowboard. My parents got, I mean, you were not getting shit if it did not come from Farm and Fleet. Luckily, Farm and Fleet carried snowboard.
A lot of snow and snowboard accessories.
I was really excited, and I think we have a huge pasture at my parents' house, huge hill, and I think I cut my head open, man, within a matter of weeks, like, because the snowboard has like I always assumed I cut my head open on the snowboard. I could have cut it open on a rock or who knows what, but I went inside screaming, crying, and
then your snowboard was burnt.
yeah, I don't think I used it much after that,
Yeah.
but my stepmom did put a big glob of sugar on my head because that's supposed to help the blood clot.
Weird.
Yeah. Just sitting there in full snow gear in my kitchen with, like, my hair matted with, like, blood and sugar. I do remember going to buy stickers for the snowboard was a big deal.
Oh, I never did that.
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered that all my friends wanted to go to Snowstar.
Okay.
And if you had a snowboard and you wanted to go to Snowstar, you had to have, like, a metal edge around that.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, if I get a snowboard, it has to have this. Never took that thing to Snowstar. I didn't even think I went to Snowstar until I was an adult.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like, it's got the same atmosphere of like hanging out at the skate park.
Yeah.
Like, it's just another place to hang out, right?
Yeah.
Plus, everybody has way more fun on the tubes anyway.
I was like, I didn't try snowboarding at all when I was later in life. I was only the tubes. It's nice because you don't have to walk up the hill. You just get pulled.
Heck yeah. I'm trying to think of like things that were a big deal to get for Christmas. I remember getting a snowboard. That Magic Attic doll that I think I actually talked about in one of our last podcasts. It was a huge deal. And it was like one of the only gifts that I remember really like pining for, like asking for it multiple times. Like I think I'd started asking for it like in the summertime and then finally got it for Christmas.
Is this like an equivalent to an American Girl doll?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just got her back.
Oh, you have her still?
Yeah, my mom has had her this whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's in her attic right now.
Where she belongs so
Hey!
We always got the like fancy Barbies like in the box. We were never able to open them though. So
just for looks.
Just for like tempting. Thank you, Mom.
I was telling Red I found Toys R Us would put out those huge catalogs that were like probably like an inch and a half thick, and you'd go through and like, remember when we did soul collage at the shop?
Because of your mom?
Because my mom wanted. Yes. We did soul collage, but it was kind of like I would make collages out of all the pieces of paper that like of pictures of toys that I wanted, and one of the collages from a certain year had Bob Mackie Barbie. And it was beautiful. She was wearing like this beaded head. She looked like a burlesque performer, actually. It was so gorgeous. Even now when I saw it, I was like, that's a cool Barbie.
I know. I was telling you the other day, I was like, I kind of want to start collecting them again. But I'm like, man, they're going to be so expensive now because they're going to be like vintage, the ones that I'd actually want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. Micheline Pitt, who owns Vixen, the pinup clothing brand, her bathroom at their offices for Vixen is covered in vintage suitcases for Barbie. I've always loved those, and I'm like, that's our next bathroom, covered in like vintage suitcases.
Yeah, that's fine. I think the flood took a couple from us because I had a couple in the back.
Yeah.
Damn you, flood.
No, curses!
The one thing that I'm remembering 2 years later.
Do you guys, growing up with you and your sister, did you have like certain Santa traditions, like certain kind of cookies you baked, or like things you had to go to bed at a certain time, or?
We were told that we needed to just go to bed because Santa wasn't going to come unless you went to sleep. I think that a couple times we tried to like sneak up on him, never worked.
Drat!
Yeah. And we always set out a carrot for the reindeer.
Good idea.
And a cookie for Santa. And a glass of milk, like normal.
Yeah.
Sometimes
one cookie?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you guys do, like a whole plate?
I think there was probably a plate involved. Although now...
Santa's one man, Becca.
Okay.
Has many houses to go to.
True. He can't be gorging just so you don't listen to this with children around.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, I'm like, you don't want to put out too many cookies. Because like, you can't be responsible for having to eat all those.
at what, 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
Or 7 in the morning before everyone, yeah.
I do like when you take just the bite out of the cookie.
That's mostly what, or like you left a few crumbs.
Oh.
And the carrot was like kind of not on. Although you're like, it was a baby carrot, so
you could have taken care of the whole thing.
For a reindeer. But, we just kind of, we had gifts, like I'd said, and then we'd wake up in the morning and have more, which was always cool.
We did leave out cookies, I think multiple cookies, and then since we grew up on a farm with horses, we would leave out grain. And my parents, I had this memory, and then my mom does this really awesome thing where she's like, that never happened. But the way I remembered it was you look at the grain and there'd be like a nuzzle, like a little mark where it looks like they put their noses in the grain.
Yeah.
I always thought that was super cool.
Sorry about these drums that are happening. My kid's apparently practicing drums. It's fine.
It's great. Everything's great.
It's fine. He's going to be a super crazy awesome musician one day, so guess we better get used to it. But so when do you guys put up your tree?
Growing up in our family, that was always what we did on Thanksgiving night. Like we would have Thanksgiving dinner, and then my dad would put on Elvis Christmas records, and we would put up the tree. So that was always a big thing for us. And now, after I married my husband, he's like, Thanksgiving's too early.
I think that's like the line in the sand, like the pineapple not on pizza or on pizza. That's for people with like Christmas trees. It's like either Thanksgiving is when you do it, like ish around that time, or it's like
December
2 weeks before
1st.
Christmas or some shit.
And I don't mind the idea of it being kind of like up for a short period of time, because it just makes you enjoy it that much more when it is up. But I think this year we kind of got a little bit of a late start. Last year we kind of got a late start too. So we just put ours up. I guess it's been up for 2 weeks now, our tree. Or was it just a week? I can't remember. But now it's like we wait a little while longer.
Yeah.
Your husband loves Christmas, right?
If he could have a tree up all year, he would. And I'm like, no. Although I love the ambiance, like the lighting and stuff, especially when all the other lights are off and we're watching a movie in here. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge Christmas fan. I don't know. It's a headache to me now, especially as an adult. I'm like, I don't have enough money for this shit.
Can't be affording all that.
Yeah.
I used to be obviously like love Halloween. I still do love Halloween, but I don't know what it is about Christmas now that I feel like I like it more than Halloween even.
Yeah.
The one thing that another tradition we had growing up that we have just started to kind of get into a little bit, and I'm hoping we get to do more this year, is to drive around and look at Christmas lights.
My mom told me about Eagle Point Park.
Yeah. Have you never been there?
I've never been there, but we're going to go next weekend.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't do that one as kids, but that drive is amazing in Clinton, and it's a beautiful, huge park. There was a park in Davenport that would do like a not a live nativity scene, but it was a story of the birth of Jesus through these like wooden cutouts
From the beginning?
From the dawn of time. They would start, it would just be like the story of are trying to get into a hotel, or they can't, or an inn, and that's why they end up in the manger, and that whole story. But it was actually through if I'm remembering this right, it was not a funeral, a cemetery in Davenport. They would put up these lighted wooden cutouts that were hand painted, and it would tell you the story.
Are you guys doing that this year?
So that is a thing I remember from my childhood, and as far as I know about my shaky memory from my childhood, it could all have never been real.
All a dream.
It never happened. So that was something that I remember as a kid, but I don't think happens anymore. But Eagle Point Park's kind of a similar setup. You guys are gonna have a good time. It's awesome.
We were driving just past this house. It wasn't even that crazy. And he just like lost his shit. Like he was like, oh, I thought I ran over something. Like shocked me in the car. And he's like, that is amazing. And I was like, your mind will be blown when we go and see like consistently lights.
Yeah.
Like,
please come to Moline, because we are blessed. We live on an awesome block. So it kind of started with Teskey's, and the people that own Teskey's live right next door, and they decorate their house huge with lights. And I don't know how it works, because it's like 2 or 3 houses in a row, and the lights are really consecutive. Like they all kind of mesh together. I don't know if it's like one person was like, hey, let me decorate your yard, or what happened. But so we've got one block that's pretty much solid lights, and they all move, and it's just beautiful. And then we live next to Henry's Christmas Yard. You can find them on Facebook. Henry's a dog. It's his yard. So yeah, check out Henry's Christmas Yard on Facebook. It's like over 100 inflatables. One inflatable being like over 40 feet high. It's amazing. It's a Santa Claus, and he's got a blinking like light on the top of him. Like I like to imagine it so like planes don't hit him, because he's so big.
oh yeah, maybe. Who knows?
It's awesome though. I avoid that street now, because it's like,
it gets so congested.
yeah, it's like a traffic jam, because people are just they're taking their time and going slow, and
right.
So, but it's really cool to live close to it. So
that is cool.
there's another house in Davenport near the Unitarian Church off of Kimberly.
Okay.
And they have awesome lights, and they're really like simple kind of lights, but all different sections of it move, and they have it set to music. So you pull up and they have a radio station that you can turn your radio to and the lights dance to the music.
Oh, that's cute.
It's really cool.
My mom and dad just got a new neighbor. They've been there for a little while, but this was the first Christmas, I think. And the guy, you know those old like
blow
pumpkins
molds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yard is filled. And it has different sections of the different themed ones. And then he has these Christmas lights that blink and do things to music. And I'm like, it's the cutest thing. Well, they have like a little like North Pole mailbox. So the kids in the neighborhood have been putting.
Aww.
And then kids don't listen to this. The wife writes back.
Oh.
So she writes back. And Knox was like, I want to do that. I was like, yeah, dude, do it. He's like, I've been pretty good this year. I was like, okay. Santa watches all of it, though. He's like, I've been good. I think I'll write him, tell him how good I've been. And then, you think he'll like a drawing? And I was like, yeah, I think so. He's like, I'll draw him a devil. And I was like, that's fine. I don't, whatever.
Hey, Santa's non-denominational.
Hey, whatever. It's just, yeah. Good effort.
That's
My mom was
pretty
like, okay.
So those people in that neighborhood are new?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I think last time we went over to your parents' house, it was around Christmas. So I actually remember the blow molds.
Oh, maybe they've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Everything's going like so fast. I don't know, but I know that they weren't there when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the important.
But that was my sledding hill when I was a kid. So
Oh, really fucked up my sledding hill.
Get those mold things out of here.
Do you guys sled a lot growing up?
Constantly.
Yeah.
We played outside constantly, but we slid. Do you want to hear a really crazy story?
Let's hear
It
it.
was Christmas time. All the kids in our neighborhood were like, I don't know, 5 to 10 years apart. Like the oldest was Jenny, my friend. We were all sledding down this big old hill, and we were kind of like standing in a big circle, just talking about stuff. And all of a sudden, this giant, huge light came right down in the middle of us, and then went boom, and like spread out, and all of us screamed.
This is at night?
At night, yeah. And we screamed so loud that I think parents came out of their doors and like, what the hell's going on? And like all of us took off. And my sister, bitch, left me with all the sleds. So I was like scrambling.
You're so
getting home.
responsible.
Yeah. I could have
not even worried about your life. You're like, I gotta get these sleds.
my poor sleds. But it was crazy. I still don't know what that was.
Huh. That's so weird.
Yeah. We used to have a really cool tradition at my grandma's house where Santa actually came to the house.
Oh, the man himself.
Yes. And it was, now knowing, just this guy that my grandpa went to the bar with.
He always smelled like mouthwash.
Yeah, it was weird. But there would be like a knock at the door. And I remember when I was really little, this started when I was a baby. So I had him to myself for a few years.
Aww.
And then, but then it came to be until I was like 19, 20.
And you're like,
And my grandma's like, you still have to sit on his lap.
Oh, come on.
I hate my life.
When I am old enough to take a lover, I can't be sitting on Santa's lap.
I was like, this is not okay.
We used to go to Matt's family would have his grandfather was a part of the Croatian club, which is like an Eagles club or like it's an old man hangout. Sit around and drink get to smelling like mouthwash, I'm sure. But they had these awesome Christmas parties, and they always had like tons of food, games, good prizes for all the games. Like it was pretty fun. And they had Santa and Mrs. Claus come, and Joe was always really into that. But they were the couple that they do the Brennies commercials. If you've ever seen, like, they do a seasonal commercial with Santa on a motorcycle.
Oh.
And actually, they do rounds through the Quad Cities on the motorcycle.
I was going to say, I've seen that before.
Yeah, which I'm like, oh, that just makes my heart
That
so
is
warm
cool.
and
I
fuzzy.
like when people do take that extra step and really commit.
One of the traditions of the Quad Cities and Christmas I'm missing right now is Festival of Trees.
Yes. Joe was really sad that once he realized that wasn't happening.
Oh,
He loves Christmas so much, and then like coming to a new area, because he's originally from Montana, they didn't have festival trees, but their area was really small, and everyone enjoyed this like big ice skating rink, and there was a theater that was lit up. It was really pretty, and so here it's a little bit more spread out, but Festival of Trees kind of reminded him of that big gathering. So I told him, I was like, yeah, because of COVID, it's not happening. He was like, what?
Oh, I think there technically is a Festival of Trees, and I think it may have ended by now, but they did do a smaller, pared down version of Festival of Trees at Quad City Arts. So I should have been paying more attention to catch that, but I don't know. It's always so much fun. Like, I always remember, I have fond memories of it as a kid. Like, a lot of it, like the crafting tables, those are always so much fun.
Sugar cookies.
What do you, like, that part I don't remember. So
you decorated your own sugar cookie, and for some reason they had that, like, giant 5-gallon bucket of frosting, and you'd get to, like, dip on in there and slather your own cookie, and then do all the sprinkles and, like, all the things. They were the best cookies I've ever had in my life, and I don't know if I'll ever have one again.
Damn it! Now, I don't know if, like, COVID times has made me a little bit more conscious, but I'm like, ooh, sharing 5-gallon bucket of icing sounds like a bad idea. Hey, you made it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there was probably something that they gave to you, but in my head, I went in for it.
Yeah. So I always remember, like, paper crafts, like lots of things that involved, like, pom-poms and popsicle sticks and glittery stuff. So those are always super fun.
Yeah.
And then the Festival of Trees Parade is good, but I love getting to participate in Festival of Trees because of the premiere party.
Now this has become an Abernathy's tradition.
Yeah,
Festival of Trees.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm proud of us for doing that.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to participate in something that was, like, so integral in us growing up in the Quad Cities.
I would have never thought that I would have been a participant in Festival of Trees.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then it's just, like, a very community-based thing. Like, you're participating in, like, a community activity.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the premiere party's bomb.
Yeah, it's a cool, like, nighttime event. It's adults only, and it's, like, free shrimp for days.
That buffet is
shrimp and cheese galore.
Yeah, lots of cheese.
Yeah, so that's always really fun, and it's a cool reason to dress up, kind of fancy. Yeah. So we've already secretly started planning if we were to do Festival of Trees 2021.
Yeah, so watch out.
Everybody watch out.
We're gonna win. It's that first prize.
So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Christmas because I have a kid now. So maybe I'll get into it more and more.
Yeah.
As he gets older and more into it. Although he did tell me, he's like, Santa's not real.
What?
Fuck. You're 4.
We had at least another 5 years on this thing.
You believe in him, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. We're still on.
He did call me out on not being an actual elf, though.
I said, Knox, there was an elf at our shop the other day. And he goes, what? Who? Where? And I was like, I'll show you a picture. Becca is dressed as Sprinkles. And she has a full face mask on and a green wig and a hat and an elf costume. And he looks at it and he was like, it's Becca.
How did he know?
I was like, damn.
He said my glasses gave me away.
Yeah.
So
you need to add things to him.
I think my alter elf ego will need her own glasses.
Just another excuse to get glasses.
I kind of imagine, like, the kind of Santa Claus glasses. Like, maybe small, like, gold rimmed or something.
That'd be cute.
Or what kind of glasses would an elf wear?
Sprinkle glasses.
Glasses covered in sprinkles.
Hit up Melina.
Maybe she's good at gluing sprinkles to things. Maybe I have an old pair of glasses that I could glue sprinkles to.
I think you should try.
Yeah. I did add I did get a new wig from, shout out to Miss Brimani's in Rock Island, one of my favorite small businesses. But I also got a new cape for my Sprinkles outfit.
It's really pretty. Yeah. And I actually thought you made it.
I bet it does look like somebody did make it, but it's nice because it'll be my outerwear.
Yeah.
So that way, if I have to go somewhere as Sprinkles, I don't have to wear a coat, a muggle coat.
Yeah. So there will be there are 2 other elves at the shop next weekend.
I'm so excited!
I gotta talk with Miranda.
Okay. We came up with this actually Red came up with this concept of, like, so I'm Sprinkles the elf, and if Red were a bad elf, or...
Yeah, because the cool thing, right?
Yeah.
somebody has to pack the coal up for the bad kids.
So they still work for Santa, but like in the coal department, like it's its own.
I'm just very dirty and sooty. Face full of soot.
And Red Googled what is the opposite of sprinkles.
Yeah, and it's Oodles, which I'm gonna be Oodles the elf.
I think that's a great elf name. We should make a video of like sprinkling and then just like Oodles.
Oodles of shit. I was like, Miranda, you have to have a name. And
Yeah.
she's like, I don't know. I'm like, we'll figure it out, dude. So I gotta get the thesaurus out.
Get out the thesaurus.
Yeah. Well, do you want to do the burning question that somebody actually asked?
Oh my gosh, somebody asked a question. We're very used to answering the burning questions that no one asked.
But this one actually did get asked, and it was in the shop.
Okay,
From our
cool.
fishbowl. So when you go to Abernathy's, if you see a fishbowl that has some pieces of paper next to it, write a question down. Put it in there. It's on the counter.
And you get a free Abernathy's After Hours sticker.
Hell yeah. So the question is, what's the weirdest thing you've bought?
Ooh.
I know what it is.
You know what the weirdest thing I bought?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't bought, but it was given to us.
Weirdest thing I've bought. You better answer first because I'm still thinking.
A fucking toenail in a ring box.
Okay, that was not bought. That was given to us.
A human toenail. Clipping. No, full toenail.
Yeah, full
It
toenail.
like fell off somebody in a like wedding ring box.
I will say, well, the weirdest thing that I've bought, maybe, I'm not going to say ever, but the weirdest thing I've bought this year is a child's coffin. And somebody painted it this beautiful purple color, and it had all this like ornate kind of like cherubs and scrolling frames, and they were all painted neon green, and then it had wagon wheels attached to the bottom. So it's really cool. And I took it out for Halloween when we did trick-or-treating in our neighborhood. People loved it. People stopped us all the time and were like, that's so cool.
You're like, it's for dead children.
When I was like, you know what is messed up? I was like, if I were to take this freaking thing out any other night of the like year,
Cops get called.
I would look like an insane person. But Halloween night, just normal Karens are coming up to me and telling me how cool it is. So, but yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I bought this year. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever bought?
Corn cob thing. That piece of glass. It was a corn cob. Remember that? And you're like,
No.
why did you get this? And I was like, I don't know. It was in a package deal.
Oh, I do
It was just
remember.
glassware that looked like a corn cob.
Yeah. Okay.
That's definitely like not like the spookiest,
Yeah,
the
no.
creepiest. That was the fucking weirdest thing I've ever gave money for.
It was like a vase, a green glass vase shaped like a corn cob. Yeah.
Did it sell though?
Did
Who
it?
hasn't? Who bought that? What's one item you want to buy? This was a two-part question.
Okay.
Same piece of paper.
One thing I want to buy, and I was actually going to pick your brain about this. I love Facebook Marketplace. It's like part of my morning rituals to get on there and just surf around and see what I can find. It is a child's skeleton, not a real skeleton, but it's a medical prop. So like plastic. But I'm like, oh, Bess could have a friend.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
It's like $150, which I'm like, oh, that's kind of on the high end. The seller had a ton of other stuff, like torsos where the liver and all the organs come out, and they had all already sold. And the children's skeleton was the only thing left. I think it was in the Chicago area, but I don't know. Maybe if she's willing to ship it, we'll see. Maybe if she'd ship it for free, pay the whole $150, ship it for free, maybe. That's one thing I
Wheel
would.
and deal, dude.
Yeah, I would like to buy. What about you?
I don't know. There's so many things out there. I can't just pick one thing.
What's one thing that you have on one of your many online wish lists?
Shoes.
Shoes. Oh my god.
Shoes. Shoes and bags. That's all I want.
Okay.
That's all I want. And
You're
weird
starting like
pants.
a shoe collection.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm serious about it. Joe doesn't know that.
Oh, I was gonna say you should get Joe to make you some shelves.
He made me one shelf and I filled it.
Oh, okay.
So 10-foot long shelf.
Gonna need 7 more.
I do. I actually asked him, I said, I want to see my things. I'm what you call a maximalist, and I like to see the shit that I like, and I have.
Well, realistically, if you're gonna have it, why have it in a closet?
Put it in a closet. But I have beautiful bags, and I have beautiful shoes that I have been trying to wear more often.
You are doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Just so you know.
Thank you. That aids my get another pair. But
you always show up to work and look super cute on a Saturday.
Just on Saturdays, though. Don't come in on Fridays expecting me to look like nothing.
You get pajamas.
Yep. I want to put shelves around my room and then put my bags and my shoes up.
That's a really good idea.
That's my favorite thing.
All right. Time for Customer of the Week.
Customer of the Week. And this week, it's
Amanda Holt.
Yay!
/ Amanda Kowalski.
You have a lot of names.
Where did these names come from, Amanda?
I met you as Kowalski. Then your PayPal said Holt. And I was like, what the fuck?
Somebody stole that girl's identity. But she is the Customer of the Week. She has been busy moving, but she's still making time to come to the store, and she got a bunch of really cute stuff, and she's really cute, and we appreciate the heck out of her.
Yeah. Every time I see an order come through, especially like right now, it's like a pillow or something like cute, and I'm like, you're moving.
One more thing she's gonna
have us ship it to your new house.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Don't bother.
We will ship it to you.
Yeah. So but I do appreciate her, and you're awfully nice. And she's one of the consignment artists at Abernathy.
She also just happens to make really cool shit.
Yeah.
That you can also buy, and then you maybe could be the Customer of the Week.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Must give us your money to be eligible.
Yes. Do we allow comments on our YouTube thing? Mm-hmm. I want to know what other people's weird Christmas traditions are.
Oh, if you have an unorthodox or kind of, well, even just
a sweet little thing you just want to share with somebody.
Yeah, tell us.
I want to know.
Comment below.
Whoa!
Ring that bell. That Joe, all of Joe's.
I always hear like, smash that like button. And, I don't know.
The kids' YouTube things. Hit that bell. So we're gonna
wrap it up, I guess.
Wrap it up.
B.
Wrap it up, B.
All right, well, till next time.
Until then, we'll see you nerds later.